Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to Sandra Can Cook. Today's recipe is my oxtail stew, guys. Very straightforward, very simple, but very tasty. So, you want to know how I'm going to be doing this? Let's get started, alright? I'm just going to wash this and then we get on with the beautiful oxtail stew, guys. Our meat has been washed beautifully, guys. And to go on, I'm going to have to marinate my meat and then get it all boiled or seasoned or steamed. So to do that, I'm going to have here my ginger. This is all up to personal preference, guys. Very personal. I like it more. So this is my ginger, some cloves of garlic. I've got these onions for blending as well. Have some basil and some parsley and some coriander seeds. I'm going to blend these together and get the meat starting. Go ahead and add some water, and this just to enable the blending, guys. Okay, so let's get it blended and get our steam and meat going. All blended and going straight into the meat, but I'll be leaving half of this quantity for the main oxtail stew, guys. So let's get on with it. On it goes nicely. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and add some salt to it. It's equally to taste, guys. So this is just about half a tablespoon. Then I'm going to go ahead and give it a good mix. Some call it boiling at this point. Some call it I'm steaming the meat. Others say I'm marinating it. Whichever way you call it, guys. This is to infuse the meat with your choice of seasoning. Okay, and I prefer to use the ingredients I showed to you. Now my basil or basil, anyhow you call it, and my parsley are from the freezer, hence the look or the appearance you saw. If you have the fresh one, go for it. Powdered one, go for it. But these are the choice of ingredients I chose. So I'm going to go ahead now and cover this beautifully and allow it to cook in its own juices to continue with the process. Ooh, look at that, guys. This is beautiful. So it has been boiling away for about 3 to 5 minutes, but it's still not done. I hope you can see some of the meat looking all fresh on it. So this is just to stir nicely. I'm going to add just a little water because I'll be needing the stock. So I'm going to add a little water and then cover it up again. So just a little water and then cover it up. Now sometimes with certain meat you don't need to add water because the juice are a lot, but this one is reducing, so I added just some warm water, not cold, warm water to go straight on with the boiling process. Okay, I'm going to allow it another 5 to 7 minutes and then have a look at it again. So we cover it and allow it to do its business. This is what I'm talking about, guys. This is what I'm talking about. I allowed it extra 5 more minutes and it is looking lovely. Okay, now it's exactly where I want it, flavors infused. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my beautiful oxtail stew. Right, my pot is on. I'm going to go ahead and add some oil. Okay, and this is the sunflower oil. I fried some fish yesterday and this is what I had left. So at this point you want to add enough oil that I'll be able to fry the oxtail, and then when the stew is about to start or the stew is all done, you can take or scoop some oil out, which I think we should for health reasons. All right, so this amount is just to fry the oxtail, and then when it's all done we're going to reduce it for the main yum oxtail stew for whatever we want to eat with. Okay, so we're going to allow this oil to heat up enough to do the frying. So as you're waiting for the oil to heat up, just want to show you the little more ingredients we need for this beautiful stew. As you can see, you don't need much to do this beautiful tasting oxtail stew. So here I have a blend of 2 tins of chopped tomatoes. I also have here my tomato puree, 3 tablespoonfuls of it. I have powdered pepper. I'll not be using all because it is quite hot. It is a real dry pepper blended. Have some onions to start with. Then in this beautiful bowl, I have 1 nutmeg. I'll be grating, not everything, just a little bit into the stew, and some seasoning cubes. So yeah, let's get the frying of the meat. So my oxtail has been frying and it's up to the color I want. Okay, very deep brown color. Right, I feel like that gives it a very great taste in the stew. Now for me to get this meat tenderized or really soft to avoid any painful chewing, I do it in one pot. So I'm going to go ahead and add my sliced onions. Oh wow. This is a great aroma, guys. Hey, and whilst we're having a chat, guys, if you haven't subscribed, go on and hit that button there, hit the bell as well. If you haven't shared my video before, go ahead and share with someone. I need to hear your comments, okay, guys? I need to hear something from you. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Have you tried it? No, I haven't. Just let me know, okay? And then like my videos as well. Okay, and thank you so much for taking your time this Sunday afternoon. This is a simple oxtail stew from the kitchen of Sandra Can Cook. You want to be a member of the XCC family, you are welcome. Okay, so I leave the onions to kind of fry a bit or get it a bit sauteed, and then we go ahead. Okay. Yeah, my oil is quite hot, so the onions are kind of quite ready. I add my tomato puree into this. Okay. And my tomato puree. You want to get it right in there. And then you remember the remaining blend of garlic, ginger, onion, and parsley and basil, and my coriander seeds. Okay, it follows on in there. So we leave this for just a minute, to do its frying. I go ahead and add my chili powder. This depends on how hot you like your food, people. You don't like it, it can be optional, alright? You don't have to. It can be optional. And in goes my blended tomatoes. Okay, give it a good stir. I'm going to leave this for about 5 to 10 minutes and come back to it. What we are looking for is for the tomato sauce to fry beautifully. Okay, we're looking for it to change from this kind of light red, I'm not sure if you can see very well, or this runny effect, to kind of a darker red, not too much. And it all depends on how you love your stews, guys. It all depends. We'll give it 5 to 10 minutes and then we attend to it. So after 7 minutes of boiling, guys, it's time to add my seasoning cubes. Okay, and then grate some nutmeg into this, guys. This gives it a beautiful flavor and taste. You get the smell of nutmeg, the taste of it. It's lovely. It's lovely, really nice. So we grate a bit, just about half a teaspoonful of nutmeg. It's up to you. Yeah. And then we go ahead. At this point, I've reduced the fire, okay, because boy, after this, you're going to clean your cooker like nobody's business, right? You can use the lid, but there's a little work to be done after this, okay? Then remember the stock I told you about from boiling our meat? We add it nicely, and then go ahead and give it a stir. Now add it at this point, because if I wait for it to be ready, I might add too much salt. But once it gets in here this time and I taste for salt, then I can decide. Wait a bit. Okay, lovely. I'm going to go ahead and add half a teaspoonful of my salt. Okay, and then go ahead and cover this for another 10 minutes. Right, guys? Stew is ready, guys. I just dropped on some onions, okay, for my final onion infusion flavors. All right, so the oxtail is ready. You can allow it extra 5 minutes or 10 minutes if you want, but I am fine with this. Okay, I like the texture of it, I like the appearance of it, I like the thickness of it. So I am done. I'm going to get myself some rice and dig into it, guys. Take care.